Okay. Good afternoon. The Secretariat, please make the roll call first.
Yes, okay po. We now proceed with the attendance. Please acknowledge once your name is called. Our presiding officer, Engineer Arnold R. Balukating,
Present online.
Attorney Danjon G. Lucas, member, General Ernesto Milo,
Present online, ma'am.
Engineer Elmer E. Gomez,
Present online, ma'am.
Engineer Arnel Borlado, and for our also present, our end user, ADMS, Mr. Engineer Gerald Gonzalez.
Yes, ma'am, present.
For our BAC Technical Working Group, we have our head attorney, Frank Edward G. Marty.
Present online.
Attorney Mark Nestor T. Mendoza.
Here, ma'am.
Engineer Raul R.
Present po online.
Engineer Michael E. Ilagan.
Present po.
Engineer Eva E. Lasatin. Engineer Jacaran Torrefranca.
Present po online.
Emmanuel Colosa.
Present online.
Engineer Takupon.
Present online.
Engineer Norek Baez. Engineer Adelio M. Arganda. And Mr. Kevin A. Badua. And for the Secretariat, we have our overall head, Dr. Rolly T. Bayakan. Aries is at the moment attending to an equally important meeting at the moment, so I will be pitching in for her. Same thing with Attorney Bo. I think she's with Attorney Iris right now. And our minutes taker for today's meeting is Ms. Ira G. Mindanao. Also present are other members of the BAC Secretariat, sir. And for the information of everybody, we have sent an invitation to our resident auditor, the Internal Audit, Procurement Division, PCCI, and ASFI. That's all po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Do we have a quorum?
Yes, sir. We do have a quorum. We have 5 members, including the end user po.
Okay. Okay. So the meeting is now called to order. Secretariat, what is the agenda for today?
Mr. Chair, we only have one agenda for today, and that is the pre-bid conference for the project Improvement of Airport Facility, Rehabilitation of PTB Fire Station Building and Control Tower at Busuanga Airport, bid number 21-007-12 Alpha, with an ABC of 6,231,912 pesos and 75 centavos, end user ADMS.
Okay. Go to question and answer. Is there a presentation from the end user?
Mr. Chair, if I may. Sir, the technical working group from ADMS prepared a presentation for this. And before we proceed with the presentation, Mr. Chair, I would like to inform the committee and considering, Mr. Chair, that this meeting is streamed online, we do not receive any request for link for today's meeting, but we received the BAC Secretariat, Mr. Chair, received a queries with regard to this project. So for purposes of proceeding with the meeting, Mr. Chair, and in order that for those who are watching us online via YouTube, we will be the technical working group. The technical working group will be presenting the project, and it will be Engineer Raul Rosena who will present for the Engineer Raul, please.
Okay, proceed, please.
Thank you, sir. Uh, Let me share my screen, sir. Okay. Secretariat, kita na po yung yung screen. Nakikita po
Yes
sa
po.
screen. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Okay. To begin, good afternoon to everybody, to the BAC chairman and to the BAC member. Today, ADMS will present the bid, bid presentation for improvement of airport facility, rehabilitation of PTB, fire station building and control tower at Busuanga Airport, with the bid number of 21-007-12 Alpha. The procuring entity is the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, and the contract the title of the project is Improvement of Airport Facility, Rehabilitation of PTB, Fire Station Building and Control Tower at Busuanga Airport. For item ITB Clause 2, funding source under CAAP APPCY 2021 with the amount of 6,231,912 pesos and 75 centavos. For ITB clause number 3, Certificate of Site Inspection, duly signed by Mr. Mark Jamouden, Airport Manager of Busuanga Airport, or his duly authorized representative, is required to be submitted. This shall include of the following document as attachment to the Certificate of Site Inspection and shall form part of the bidder technical document. Copy of the company ID of person who conducted the site inspection, copy of the airport facility visitor's logbook with the entry of the name and signature of the person who conducted the site inspection, pictures of the proposed site, including the proposed person who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager, officer in charge, or his duly authorized representative. Bid not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. This is the sample form for the Certificate of Site Inspection, the company ID, the airport logbook. For ITB 5.2, for this purpose, similar contract shall refer to contract which have the same major category of work, which shall be building, construction, improvement, rehabilitation, repair. ITB 7.1, subcontracting is not allowed. For ITB 10.1, bidder shall submit all eligibility and technical document as specified in Section 10, checklist of technical and financial document. For ITB 10.3, valid pickup license or special pickup license in case of joint venture and registration, small b, license category C and D, building and industrial plant for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Bid not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. For ITB 10.1, this is the minimum work experience required for key personnel are the following: for project engineer, master electrician, construction foreman, and safety and health officer. General experience of 5 years in general engineering and relevant experience of 3 years in building, construction, improvement, rehabilitation, and repair. Bid not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. For ITB 10.5, the minimum major equipment required are the following: 1 unit welding machine, 1 unit cut-off machine, and 1 unit acetylene cutting torch welding outfit. Bid not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. For ITB 11.1, the discounts stated bid form shall be computer written with the same font, style, and size of the whole text of the said form. Discount that either handwritten, typewritten, or computer written in other font, style, and size shall not be considered. Bid not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. For ITB 11.1, the second bid envelope shall contain the financial document for the bid as specified in Section 10, Checklist of Technical and Financial Document. This shall include the complete accomplishment of all the following documents as stated and required under Section 8 of the Philippine Bidding Documents and shall form part of the bidder's financial document. Letter A, original or jury-signed and accomplished financial bid form. B, bill of quantities or BOQ. C, summary of bid proposal. D, bill of materials and cost estimate. E is summary sheet indicating the unit price of construction material, labor rates, equipment rental used in the upcoming up with the bid. And F is cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. Modification and or alteration on the stated requirement in the financial document form, BOQ, summary of bid proposal, and bill of quantities and cost estimate shall not be allowed. Applicable CAAP BAC standard form, including in this PBD, shall be complied with accordance with the prescribed form under Section 9, Bidding Form Annex C. For ITB 11.2, bid exceeding the ABC of the project shall be disqualified. For ITB 15.1, the bid security shall be in the form of bid security declaration or any of the following form and amount. The amount of not less than 2% of ABC if the security is in cash, cashier's, manager's check, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit. And the amount of not less than 5% of ABC if bid security is in surety bond. For ITB page thereof shall be initialed, signed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder. Submitted eligibility, technical and financial documents shall be properly marked with index tab, ear tab, and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order in the form of, example, page 3 of 100, page number of last page of the document per envelope basis. Pagination shall be sequentially based on the entire span of the whole document inside the envelope. Bid not complying with the above instructions shall be disqualified. This is the sample illustration for table of content, index tab with initial, signed, and must be sequentially paginated in accurate order. For ITB 16, each bidder shall submit one original copy of technical component and financial eligibility document. All envelope must be labeled as follows: name of the contract to be bid in capital letter, name and address of the bidder in capital letter, name and address of the procuring entity, BAC identified in the ITB clause number 10.1, bear the specific identification of this bidding process indication to bid, bear a warning, do not open before the date and time for the opening of bid in accordance with ITB clause 21. For ITB 16, the procuring entity address is the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, Mia Road, corner Ninoy Aquino Avenue, Pasay City, Metro Manila. And address is for Captain Donaldo A. Mendoza, Chairman, Bid and Award Committee, ALPA. The address for the submission of bid is back office, CAAP, Mia Road, Pasay City. The deadline for submission of the bid is at January 11, 2022 at 2 p.m. For ITB 19.2, partial bid is not allowed. The infrastructure project is packaged in single lot and the lot shall not be divided into sublot for the purpose of bidding, evaluation, and contract award. For ITB Clause 20, the bidder with the lowest calculated bid, LCB, that comply and in responsive to all the requirement and conditions shall submit its latest income tax and business tax return filed through electronic filing and payment system, business license and permit required by law, latest audited financial statement, key personnel license. Failure to submit any of the post-qualification requirement on time or a finding against the veracity thereof shall disqualify the bidder for award, provided that in the event that a finding against the veracity of any of the documents submitted is made, it shall cause the forfeiture of the bid security in accordance with Section 69 of the IRR of RA 9184. For ITB Clause 21, the following relevant project documents are required to be submitted by the successful bidder who submitted the LCRB as part of the contract agreement during its signing. Construction schedule, bar chart and S-curve, per CPM network diagram, manpower schedule, construction method, and equipment utilization schedule. Construction safety and health program approved by the Department of Labor and Employment. For this project, for Busuanga Airport, this is the sample form. For the checklist of the technical and financial document, as follows. For legal document, the valid PhilJEB registration certificate from Security and Exchange Commission, DTI or CDA, mayor's or business permit, tax clearance, statement of the prospective bidders all ongoing project, statement of the bidder single largest completed project, PCAAP license, statement of the original copy of the bid security if in the form of surety bond, organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors key personnel, list of contractors major equipment unit, original duly signed on with sworn statement that shall include certificate under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government, legal clearance issued by CAAP enforcement and legal service, and bid bulletin if applicable. Certificate of site inspection duly signed by Mr. Mark Jaumoden, airport manager, that shall include copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection, copy of the airport facility visitor's logbook with the entry name and signature of the person who conducted the site inspection, picture of the proposed site, including the person who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager, officer in charge, or his duly authorized representative. For Class A document financial, prospective bidders, audited financial statement, the prospective bidders, computation on net financial contracting capacity or the NFCC, and for Class B document, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already existence. Duly notarized statement from the potential joint venture partner stating that they will enter into and abide the provision of the joint venture agreement in the instance that the bid is successful. For financial component, original or duly signed and accomplished financial bid, original and duly signed bid price in the bill of quantities, summary of bid proposal, bill of material cost estimate, summary sheet indicating unit price of materials, labor and equipment, and cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. For the project technical detail, the project is the improvement of airport facility, rehabilitation of PTB fire station building and control tower at Busuanga Airport with a duration of 92 calendar days. For the scope of work, the following are the scope of work. For item 1, civil works is the demolition work, steel work, and for item number 2, architectural work, carpentry works, masonry works, painting works, roof drain, windows. For item 3, electrical works, and for item 4, furniture. For the general provision, house, service vehicle, laptop, printers, camera, platters, furnitures, and other materials, devices, and equipment under special item of temporary facility shall not include OCM and contractor's profit. The contractor shall be responsible in providing safety, perimeter fence, or security fence, personnel protective equipment for staff and workers on site. While construction is ongoing, safety reports should be prepared regularly. The contractor shall be responsible for all laboratory material testing, building, and safety permit, and survey instrument necessary in the project implementation. This expense shall be incorporated in the contractor's overhead costs and shall not be considered as pay item. This is the floor plan for the existing PTB building of Busuanga Airport. This is the perspective. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Secretariat, mayroon bang humabol na na bidder?
Sir, wala naman na po.
Okay, since there is no participating bidder, so there is no question and answer. So to the Attorney Frank, do you have additional instruction?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Just for purposes of those who are watching us, Mr. Chair, via YouTube or yung streamed online, the back office, Mr. Chair, will be accepting queries or questions or clarifications up to 10 days before the opening of bids, Mr. Chair. So that will be until January 1. So they still have until the end of this month, Mr. Chair, to submit written clarifications in order for the technical working group and the end user to respond to all their questions and clarifications. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you to the head of TWG, and I would like to emphasize the message given by Attorney Frank with regards to if you have additional query, and take note that it should be submitted before January 1. Okay, so with that, Secretariat, we have other agenda.
Sir, none for the Secretariat po.
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead, sir.
may I ask Attorney Frank, maybe we will specifically clarify because in the next few days there will be holidays, including holidays ba yun? They can submit it through online, or please clarify for uniformity sake.
Yes, sir. They can submit through our email, sir. the back office, the back alpha email address. They can submit it even on the holidays, sir. We will be accepting queries, sir, through email po. So until January 1, sir, if they can send email through January 1, we will respond to them, sir, on the next business day po, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Attorney Frank. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, sir, Miles.
Thank you.
Okay, since we have no more other agenda, so that's it for today. Thank you and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year po.
Happy New
Okay,
Year.
maraming salamat sa lahat. Okay,
Pinayi-
thank you.
Sir, Happy New Year sa lahat po.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year sa lahat.
Okay.
Thank you. Feliz Navidad, Prospero Año, Felicidad. Tama ba, Mel?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Masaya, sir. May 10,000.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, pinapastrack na namin. Sige, thank you.
Thank you po, sir.